Alright, so guys, I did my top 10 list on the page before. I was debating on deleting it because we were going to talk about it anyway, but I think I'm going to keep it up just because it's got a couple likes. So I'm going to go read you guys my top 10 list. We're going to ask the casual fan what he thinks of these 10 guys. And yeah, obviously you guys comment and tell me if I'm an idiot or not. In 10th place I had, I guess I know what you think, Matt Riddle in 10th place.
Well, I mean, if you're doing for the year, he had a big year. I mean, I guess he... If I'd have to really sit and think about it, but I guess he would be in the top 10, so I won't argue with it. I won't say it's stupid.
9th place, Randy Orton.
Okay.
8th place, MJF. What do you know of MJF? You don't watch AEW?
I know I've been watching some videos, and I like him from what I've seen so far. So
he's going to be a star. If they get him right and keep him right, he could be like this generation's Ric Flair.
Definitely a good promo. I don't know what his moves are like, or what's his finishing move.
It's still, yeah, it does like an arm bar, salt of the earth.
That's another thing, guy.
He's all old school, like a
you
worker.
have a good finishing move. All you need is a good promo and a good finishing move.
He usually wins by hitting people in the face with a diamond ring on his hand, cheating. You'll love his manager, Wardlow. He's awesome. You'll like him. 7th place, Hangman Page.
Well, I don't know much about him, but I've seen some stuff with.
About a year ago, he was like a drunk drinking whiskey and like taking beer. Well, I guess right before COVID, taking beer from the crowd and stuff. He was so over. He should have been champ then. He was like up there, like not with up Stone Cold kind of gimmick.
Really?
Yeah, he should have been. You would have loved him like I guess probably a year and a half ago. Now that's how long COVID was. Then he kind of got dorkier, hanging out with like the Dark Order and stuff.
It's a typical face.
Yeah, he just took his edge away. 6th, Darby Allen. You know anything about him?
Darby Allen, he's the guy with Sting, right?
Yeah.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah, he's pretty much this generation's Jeff Hardy. He's the ultimate daredevil. He's awesome. I think you'd like him. 5th place, for me right now, he would be possibly 1st place this year, but we're in a new year. Bryan Danielson.
Oh, I know. Bryan Danielson. I saw some of his stuff on AEW. He's Daniel Bryan.
It's on a new level right now. He's on a whole nother level.
He's definitely better now than WWE was allowing him to be.
3rd and 4th place, I debated between when I did this list, but I ended up putting Drew 4 and Lashley 3. I looked at the stats for the year, actually, and Drew had a much better win percentage, but Lashley ended up beating Drew a ton at the end, and he just had an awesome run with the belt. I think a much better run than Drew ended up having. What do you think about those two?
Yeah, I don't really care much about, their wins-loss records. I know sometimes they mean something, but...
Well, I only looked at it because I couldn't decide between the two. It
Yeah.
just matters about how you're presented to me.
Right. And I think this year, definitely Lashley would be ahead of Drew. If we were going last year, Drew would probably number 1 or 2 last year.
When the world was shut down.
20.
2nd place, PWI and Pro Wrestling Illustrated Top 500 got it wrong. Kenny Omega's number 2. You haven't seen much of him too. He's I love Jim Cornette. I'm sorry, Jim Cornette. Kenny's pretty good in the ring. Young Bucks are pretty good in the ring too. I like them. They do a little bit too much flips. They don't have the best psychology, but they're very, very good. And I wish Kenny was in WWE and see if he could be the true star that he was meant to be. Or I hope AEW passes WWE at a star level because he actually has more creative control.
From what I've seen, he reminds me of AJ Styles.
Oh yeah, they have similar moves. Seth Rollins has similar moves too. They're the same kind of guy. If they didn't have the restraints, and AJ wrestled a lot like him in New Japan. They're both a Bullet Club. Yeah. Then 1st place.
Oh, let me guess. Who's number 1?
Wait, I'm not gonna say it yet. Acknowledge me. Acknowledge me. Roman Reigns.
What's that? Undeniably the best years, probably one of the best years of all time.
Since Cena's big years, at least, yeah. Since Cena's come up in The Rock.
Even when Cena was there, he had people chasing him. especially of the people on SmackDown, there's nobody right now that I could see.
Even coming up. Braun Breaker got a chance in 3 years.
Do you think, I mean, eventually he's going to go face, right?
Yeah.
Maybe not full face, but kind of like a Stone Cold face.
Yeah, absolutely.
Where he,
I'm surprised the crowd isn't cheering for him yet, to be honest.
I think they half cheer. I think he's getting more and more cheers.
Usually when you're that good, though, you're forced to go like face, you know? I guess because he's selling shirts as a heel.
Yeah. Yeah, but there's no bigger show than Roman in wrestling. I mean, that I see.
No, it's a whole other level. And Brock's right there with him.